This is going to be a part 2 of the DVD and Blu-ray update. Mixed bag of stuff here again. Some Hong Kong horror, a few little sets in between, a few DVDs. Some good stuff in this one. But I'll go through some of the Hong Kong stuff first. First up, Legend of the Seven Golden Vampires. Peter Cushing and David Chang go up against Dracula, who's put his spirit into a Mandarin vampire, and they have to stop him and his clan of 7 golden vampires. Well, I think there's 6 actually at that point. I think one dies early on in the prologue with Chang's grandfather. It's a good one. The ending's a bit weak. The very ending, I kind of wanted a more kind of cathartic sort of standoff between Cushing and Dracula, and it does kind of happen, but it happens kind of in a shitty way. But it's good. If you haven't seen it, you know well worth seeing. I picked up a fair number of Shaw Brothers. I'll kind of go through them kind of quickly. This is a Deadly Secret. This was this starts off well and just kind of descends into kind of daftness, not in a good way. It becomes very unenjoyable, not very good. What do we have here? Right, we have, I'm just trying to read the side of this. Hang on a second, I just got something else for a second. Right, we have The Master Strikes Back with T Long. This is pretty good. The endings, again, it kind of lets itself down. He goes up against Chan Wei Man in this. Chan Wei Man, legitimate tough guy. He was an enforcer with the Triads in Hong Kong. Good friends with Bruce Lee. I mean, they castrate his son in this, T Long. It's pretty brutal when you see it, but you really wanted a better ending, and it doesn't really materialise. It's a shame, man, because a lot of the Shaw Brothers I've watched with this update, you know, the endings are sadly very poor. Yeah. So yeah, I picked up another one with Jimmy Wang Yu. This is Sword of Swords. I have a problem with this. I haven't seen this one yet, just my eyesight. I don't have my glasses on, sorry. I was trying to read the side of it. No, I haven't had a chance to watch this yet, but I hear this is really good. I probably should have watched this one first before I watch some of the others. Now, I need to watch these two. We've got David Chang and Jimmy Wang. David Chang and T Long. This is Duel of Fists. Here, this is really good. And I also picked up the sequel. I hear the sequel's a lot more nastier though. This is The Angry Guest. I think does T Long or David Chang's mother get killed in this? And they go on revenge. Yeah, one of their mothers is murdered by a Japanese gangster. I do like Chang and T Long. They're two kind of just heroes of Hong Kong cinema. Brilliant, really. You know, I mean, as much as I love Bruce Lee, I'll hold these two up as like true legends of, you know, we'll say Cantonese and we'll say Chinese cinema in general. But yeah, amongst many others. But I really do love them. Right, we have another Jimmy Wang Yu, which I haven't had a chance to watch yet. This is The Assassin. Before checking that one out, I picked, now this one has been out of print, but DDD has got it back in stock. It's The Water Margin. I've got another Shaw Brothers film which is a loose sequel to this, and that's very good as well. I can't remember the name off the top of my head. A lot of them kind of fold in and out. You see, I've seen so many of them. Now I hear this one isn't so good, but I picked it up for kind of laughter purposes. This is T Long and the Pirate. I hear this is pretty crap. And I picked up Invincible Enforcer with, is it Liu Young? No, Liu Young, I'm sure. He's in a lot of Bruce Lee films. He fights John Saxon in Enter the Dragon. I'm sure that's Liu Young. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure. And I also picked up in a DD House Order, loosely kind of based trilogy. I haven't picked up, there's still one more film I need to pick up. This is Twilight Samurai. I hear this is fantastic. And I also picked up The Hidden Blade. I need to pick up the third film in kind of a loose kind of trilogy. Right, I picked up this film I wanted to see. Picked up a few films from Amazon France. This is a Diplomatie. I've been wanting to see this for a while. It depicts relations between Dietrich von Cholitz. I think he was the German governor of Paris during World War II, and the Swedish Consul General Raoul Nordling. And it's apparently about when the Germans were about to withdraw from Paris in face of the Allied advance in August 1944. Von Cholitz disobeyed an order from Hitler, apparently, which Hitler basically asked him, demanded that he destroy all the landmarks of Paris, destroy of the Eiffel Tower, amongst many other kind of well-known landmarks in Paris, and he basically just did wipe it out completely, just leave it in rubble. Yeah, and the film is basically about, in regards to that discussion. I hear it's really, really good. That actor, André Dusselier, he plays the Corsican gangster in A Prophet. And yeah, I've wanted to check that for a while. I hear this really, really good. I also picked up, this is a French action film. It's Mea Culpa. I hear this is very good as well. I do like these black Amarai cases as well. Yeah, that's Mea Culpa. And I also picked up Le Clan, the Sicilian Clan, with three just absolute stalwarts of French cinema. Jean Gabin, Alain Delon, Lana Ventura. This is an absolutely brilliant French crime film. Nice digibook as well. Fairly kind of small. These again, the digibook, it's not really. It's only got like a few pages in, which is a bit of a shame. But here, this is brilliant. I mean, three kind of just we can say heroes, just legends of French cinema. And yeah, I look forward to checking that out. It's a really nice edition. One of my really, this is a brilliant film. This is the original Pathfinder. Don't watch that. Oh, just wretched remake with Carl Urban set in North America. But the early Viking colonists going up against the Native Americans. That's just utter shite compared to this. This is just utterly brilliant. Now, the one thing about this film is, I think what you always kind of wonder, when I was watching it as a kid, I always kind of thought the villains of the pieces were Vikings. I thought they were maybe Swedes or Danes, Norse, but mainly Danes, mainly Norse I thought they were. But I think now watching it again, I think they're meant to be Finno-Ugrians, or I think maybe Russians, maybe kind of Swedish, at least kind of Swedish Vikings, just settled in Russia. But it's such a brilliant film. I was really spellbound watching it when I was watching it as a kid. It's a fantastic film. If you've never seen it, definitely check this one. Don't check out the remake, but it's brilliant. It's a fantastic film, Pathfinder, really good. Right, I picked up probably one of my favourite war films. I've got a lot of favourite war films. This is Das Boot, really nice edition. This is the full mini-series. This is the way to watch it if you want to watch it. I mean, the director's cut they released, it's about I'd say at least an hour and a half shorter than this. I mean, this is the complete, complete mini-series. This is how you want to watch it. So if you definitely pick this up, this is a great release of it, and I look forward to watching it again, because it's been a while since I've seen it, only a few years, but I like to watch it again. It's absolutely fantastic film. If you've never seen it, that's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. And I also picked up two sets. This set had been out of print for a while. Really glad to have it. I love Werner Herzog. I think he's an absolute maverick. He's brilliant. This is Encounters in the Natural World. I picked this up so cheap on eBay. I picked this up for about £15. That's an absolute bargain. We have Encounters at the End of the World, Grizzly Man, White Diamond, Sufre and the Flying Doctors of East Africa. Grizzly Man, I always find that quite sad. Timothy Treadwell, he was a lost soul. I think he was fighting with, I believe he was maybe closet homosexual, and I think it affected him that he, how do I put it, I think he kept his sexuality so deep inside of him, and then he was in the relationship with the woman he went out into the wild with, and I think he was a very damaged individual. And it's tremendously sad when I see kind of comments about him saying, you know, he got what he deserved and stuff. He was obviously deeply disturbed psychologically. Terrible what happened to him and his girlfriend. I mean, they died absolutely horrendously, and it was his last day as well, you know. And I'm sure near the end of this you actually see the bear who apparently killed him. And, you know, when Werner listens to the tape and he says to the his former girlfriend, you know, you must never listen to this tape. And I'm glad Werner omitted it. I don't want to hear the screams of a man being basically eaten alive by a bear and then his girlfriend suffering the same fate. I don't want to see that. I don't want to hear it either. I'm glad he omitted it. But it's very, very, very good. I'm looking forward to see some of the other documentaries as well. And I also picked up the BFI release of the Werner Herzog collection. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Shout release looks absolutely brilliant. The presentation of it, the set looks fantastic. And I need to pick that up because it's got some items in that, some films that's not in this set, and this film has some that isn't in that one. But it's brilliant. But visual quality wise, though, you definitely need to pick this set up. The transfers, particularly on Aguirre and Nosferatu, are much better on this release. Aguirre is one of my favourite films of all time. I can't share the scene at the beginning when they're coming down that mountain, scaling it, when you see the Indian porters with the cannon, the armour as well of the conquistadors as well looks really splendidly realistic. I personally find Kinski contemptible piece of shit, personally, as a person, but as an actor, he's just, you can't take your eyes off him. You just can't take your eyes off him. I was watching as well, what was the documentary? Is it God's Angry Man, about that televangelist? I can't think of his name. Really, really good documentary, incidentally. I can't think. I'm pretty good with some of the old American televangelists, piece of shits that rip people off of their money, and I wasn't familiar with this particular one. Excellent documentary, incidentally, real into his mind of just how these people operate. It's a brilliant set. Enigma of Caspar Hauser as well. I read about the story of Caspar Hauser years and years ago. I've never seen the film, strangely, but seriously, pick this up. It's brilliant films. Viscaroldo is just absolutely magnificent film. Werner is truly the last real kind of maverick. He's brilliant. He's fantastic. Really, really good. And now I picked up a few Screen Factory titles, some older ones that I had to pick up. Dark Angel with Dolph Lundgren, just brilliant. Great sci-fi actioner, really, really good. I picked up The Vampire Lovers. Do you know, I thought this was going to be awful, but I really, really enjoyed it. Some good decapitations in it. Cushing is good in this one. Also stars George Cole? Yeah, George Cole's in it as well. From J. Sheridan Le Fanu, who's Carmela. I've read some of Sheridan Le Fanu's stuff as well. Yeah, and he's a great author. Vampire Lovers, I really enjoyed that. Now, another film I watched again. This is Quetzalcoatl going insane in New York. This is Q, Winged Serpent. I have to be honest, watching it again, it wasn't as fun as the first time I saw it. It's kind of shitty, but not in a good way. It doesn't. It's not. I don't remember it with such fondness anymore after watching it again. You know, it wasn't too bad, but it wasn't too good. Now, another one I picked up, a fairly new release, Legend of Hell House. This is a brilliant film. That cover art is fantastic. I sold my German Blu-ray a long time ago in anticipation for this, but this is a brilliant film. Really, really great haunted house film. It's fantastic. Another one of my real favourites. Like Deep Star 6, but I like this a bit more. Leviathan. Really brilliant. I think it followed in the wake of The Abyss. But it's weird. As much as I love The Abyss, I enjoy this more for its kind of craziness. Really, really good cast as well. Peter Weller, I love. Richard Crenna, love. Stern, love him. Really love Ernie Hudson as well. Really, really directed by George P. Cosmatos. He did Tombstone and of Unknown Origin. I absolutely love that film. Peter Weller. This is a really great film. Really good interview as well with Ernie Hudson. Really nice guy, man. Really, really good film. And I picked up. And I don't normally. Some of the Screen Factory cover art, a bit hit and miss for me personally, but because I normally kind of switch it and go with the original. But this cover art is fucking fantastic. Pumpkinhead. I love this film so much. Saw it as a kid. Brilliant. To be honest, I'm rooting for the dad in this. I mean, to be fair, there's one real piece of shit. I can't. The guy who actually hits his son, one with the dark hair, who's been drinking. But I always loved the look on Lance Hendrickson's face after his child's been hit. And another kid. What was he in? Is he in Christmas Story? I think he is. When he turns around, the hatred on his face is brilliant. I love the beginning of this as well. Love the old. I'm not sure who plays. Oh God, what's her name? I can't think of. I'm going to keep saying Carl Lee Haley. Oh, not Carl Lee Haley. Who am I thinking of? Carl Lee Haley's. What film's that in? I don't know what I'm talking about. Forget it. Time to Kill. I think that was Carl. Forget it. What's his name in this? Ed Harley. What the hell am I talking about? Sorry. Sorry, it's been a long day. Sorry. Yeah, but coincidentally, it's a brilliant film. Definitely check that out. Carly Haley. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Sorry. Right, I picked up 2 DVDs. Jordan Baker, who I normally like. This film is pretty awful. It's Mitchell. Although that cover art is amazing. To be fair, there's some pretty good kills in this, and it does have Jordan Baker, John Saxon, who gets a very memorable death. Martin Balsam, who deserved a better death in it. But there's some good squibs near the end of this. Yeah, it's not bad, but it's not great. Now I picked up a prison film from Scorpion. It's got John Hurd, Thomas Waits, and On the Yard. Very, very unique prison film. I really enjoyed it. It's probably not. It's definitely not in the upper echelon of prison films, but it's still very, very solid. Really, really good interview with Tom Waits on this, and he was a really good actor. I think he admits his attitude. I mean, his attitude on the Warriors kind of stunk a bit, and he was took off the casting with the credits and that, which is a terrible shame. But he's great in The Thing, and sad after that, man. He's only in bit parts. When he turned up in Arse as well, I absolutely loved him in Arse. He was brilliant. I can't think of his name in Arse, but he played alright, crazy bastard. But yeah, definitely a good solid prison film. I picked this set up from Amazon Italy for a bargain price. Picked it for a £10. I bought it for one particular film. This is the Agatha Christie Mystery Collection. I bought it for Murder on the Orient Express, and I'll tell you what, I absolutely loved it. I thought it was. It's one of those films where you can say, "Oh, I wonder who the murderer is," and you have a guess, and the ending just completely throws you off guard, and it totally blew me away. It was really good, and for a bargain. I'm not sure if it's still that same price on Amazon Italy. I picked up a Toy Story of Terror. Brilliant. It's the only thing I didn't like was the fact that it didn't go on long enough. I absolutely loved it, and I love all the Toy Stories. They're absolutely brilliant. Now this film, the cover art is amazing. This is a Hornets Nest with Rock Hudson. Rock plays an American soldier, crash landed in Italy. He teams up with these Italian kids, teenagers who've seen their village being wiped out by Germans, and he trains them, and they go up against the various German forces. It sounds a lot better the way I'm describing it. It really isn't very good. It kind of just filters out and just turns to shit. Really, it's not really worth anyone's time. I picked up this from Warner Archive. Robert Mitchum and Jane Greer Out of the Past. I want to check this out for a while here. This is a really, really brilliant performance by Mitchum, and I do like Mitchum. Mitchum's just unbelievably cool, just timeless. I picked up a few westerns. This is a Burr Lancaster in Valdez. It's brilliant. I think it's my DVD called Valdez is coming. Yeah, I think it's Valdez is coming, not just Valdez. It is Valdez is coming, I think. Love that the trailer for this as well with that is brilliant. It's a good solid. I think it's about 69.70. Nice little violent western. I know the ending changed a lot from the original story, I think. Right, now this film I've wanted to check this out for ages. I've never seen it, and it's one western I've always wanted to get around to watching. So Death Rides a Horse with Leone Cleef. I hear this is absolutely brilliant and really nice release as well. I bought a few kind of German releases this month. Yeah, and it's one western. It's one western I've never had a chance to check out, and I'm really looking forward to watching it. Right, last three now. I picked this up from Network. It's The Shout with Alan Bates and John Hurt. Very weird film. Very enjoyable. Alan Bates plays quite a deranged individual who comes into John Hurt's life. What's his wife called in this? Can't think of her name. Okay, we'll forget her name for a second. But Bates plays a guy called Crossley. And he claims he's developed the shout from living in the outback with Aborigines that can basically kill you. It's quite weird. The first time the build-up when you first hear the shout, I was watching it 2 nights ago, I think, and I was kind of tired, and I was watching. I swear to God, when it comes, don't watch the trailer for this film, by the way, because it spoils a hell of a lot. It took me quite by surprise. Scared the shit out of me, I have to be honest. Really good film. Some really good lines in it as well. Alan Bates is absolutely brilliant in this film. It's definitely check this out. It's really good. I left 2 prison films to last. This is the Our Academy release of Brute Force, Burt Lancaster. Now this is in the upper echelon of prison films. Burt Lancaster is absolutely brilliant. Hume Cronin, who plays the prison warden, he's absolutely fantastic. I think Charles Bickford is the major from Big Country. Fantastic film. I mean, of course, the censors at the time had a little bit of problems with it. You can see on a documentary on it. Oh no, I think in the booklet it says about some of the problems they have, such as police or security being killed. It has to be pulled away. You can kill the convicts on screen, but you can't. And a few other kind of, I think, words such as dope being used in prison, they kind of omitted them. But it's a brilliant film. The ending is just, I can't begin to tell you what a brilliant finale. Absolutely just amazing ending to a film. It was one of my favourite prison films. It's absolutely brilliant, and probably definitely another one of my favourite prison films. I'll leave this till last. This is from Scorpion. I think this is limited to 1,500. This is Short Eyes. I had the DVD. I've still got the DVD release of this. It's absolutely brilliant film. Curtis Mayfield and Freddie Fender turn up in this as well, promoting an album I think at the time. But it's by writer Miguel Pinheiro. It's from his stage play, but it's set in Manhattan's infamous detention centre, the Tombs, and I don't know if that exists anymore. But it's such a brilliant film. Bruce Davison is a child molester who's been brought in, and his monologue around about 30-40 minutes into the film, you can't believe some of the shit he's coming out with. It's just one of my favourite prison movies. It's absolutely brilliant film. Yeah, it's really good. It's directed by Robert M. Young. I think he does a commentary on this. Oh, we've got a brand new commentary as well, Bruce Davidson as well. I've got the old, yeah. Oh, director Pinheiro, yeah, yes, okay, right. It's the first commentary on the DVD. Yeah, that's very good as well, because I don't speak Spanish. There's times where he translates the Spanish they speak, and a Puerto Rican prisoner confesses his love to another prisoner speaking a lot of Spanish. There's no subtitles. Like I couldn't, you know. And he, if you turn on the audio at that point, he basically tells you what he's saying. But it's a great film. Honestly, it's a great cover art as well. Definitely watch it. Some really glad Scorpion are releasing some really damn good titles, man. Walt's doing a splendid job. He should be really. You support Scorpion, man. Support these labels. You know, they need all the support they can get, and they deserve it as well. It's a great film. So yeah, that's any update. That was a fairly big update. You know, thank you for your comments and the subscriptions and the likes and stuff. I'll definitely get back to the comments now. I've got a little bit of free time, so yeah. Thanks so much. I'll be back in the video probably in a while. I'll probably bound more into November time. So thanks so much.